Hey everyone, LordDavon here again, and today I am bringing you the mini Vivi Nova tank from Vision. So, the mini Vivi Nova tank is a 2 ml, at least to this line it's 2 ml, so it's probably 2.4, and I always overfill these things anyway, but it's a 2 ml tank from Vision in the spirit of the Vivi Nova, and because of that, it still has the same great vape, and rebuildable heads, just like the Vivi Nova does. So it does actually use the same heads, but it's got its own thing going on. Because, let's take this thing apart. Let's examine this. We could still use any drip tip that we want. As well, it has an outside threading on the tank system, which I think is kind of cool. And you can take it off. And let me pour some of this juice back in the bottle. And this is a very thick juice. This is RY4 from Bombay, and I really like their RY4. So let's take this tank apart. And we're going to take a look at this, and you can see that it's using the new Revision 2.5 tank material, and that's different because they have strengthened the material that they're using. They're using a material that's supposed to be able to withstand a lot more juices than normal. I have the Vivi 2.5 tank on this Vivi1, and I've been soaking it in a very hot cinnamon juice for 2 days, and it hasn't really had a problem. Before that I used some citrus juice. It didn't seem to leach, it didn't crack, and it's been sitting here for 2 days in this stuff. So it is working quite well. So I think they have improved the tank material, like they said. So yeah, that's the tank. Now let's go to the base. You got the base unit here, and then you've got the same 510 threaded head. And it's got the same rubbery piece, the same rebuildability as everything else, you know, Vivi known. And just for sake of argument, I'm going to see if I have I do. I have a tank right here where I pull the, this is a 2.4 ohm long wick from a Vivi Nova. And we're going to take this tube, I'm going to put that back on. And let's find that top again. And actually, let's put some juice in here. Alright. Now let's put the top back on. And we've got, this is the Veristack Rocket, I think is what Got Vapes calls it. It's the Vision VV350 that we have it on. I believe Got Vapes sells this in the Alpha program for 33 bucks as a kit. And it's a neat little bugger. And I've got it set to 3.7 volts. And that's with the same head from the Vivi. So it's working quite well. It's not ego threaded like other, you know, like the Vision Ego Claramizer 2.0 or the Stardust 2.0 is. It's got the nice flat bottom, so you can use it on many devices. And it works just like the Vivi. It's like a freight train, and it's got a great flavor. It's you know, it's still a CE2 style. It still has a slightly muted flavor. All CE2 styles have a slightly muted flavor, so you're not going to get the same flavor as you do from dripping, but to get that, drip. If you want something that's going to hold 2 ml and you want to use the same heads as your tank, then get the Vivi Nova 2 or 2.5 revision and pick up some of the minis. And they're very cartomizer-like mini tanks. And I like it. Now, it doesn't have to be rocket science, guys. This is just stuff that works and works well, and that's what we're looking for. And this has got a decent out-of-the-box experience, so you know that's what it's got going for it. The short wicks work just as well as the long wicks. I don't really have a preference between the two, but when I look to order, I usually get the long wicks so I can go ahead and cut them if I want them short. But these seem to be working great. I'm not having any issues with this tank. I've had it for a couple of days. I've been using it on and off. I've mostly been using the Phoenix, the new Phoenix Raven line. But this thing's been, it's a little champ. And it works well, and I don't need an Ego, you know, a 510-2 Ego adapter to use something like this, as opposed to something like, you know, the new Vision. And that's not the new Vision. This is the new Vision. So, the Vivi Nova Mini. I like it. Alright, so, this is LordDavon. Let me know I sent you.